we actually have, by any standards, a very, very unique relationship. A stable relationship, but we want a relationship where our interests are respected, where our sensitivities are recognized. I think that is really been the challenge in the relationship. If the border is unstable or is not peaceful or is not tranquil, obviously it will have consequences on the growth and direction of the relationship.
The strength and unity of the developing countries, and to contribute to promoting multipolarization and democracy in international relations. Mr. Prime Minister,
the last question, what kind of relationship we want with China. Look, we actually have, by any standards, a very, very unique relationship. I mean, first of all, we are the only 2 billion plus populated countries in the world. We have, both of us, a very long history. We've had the ups and downs in our history. You have today both countries on an upward trajectory. And here's the challenge. And it so happens we are actually direct neighbors. So the challenge is this, that when any country rises, its balances with the world and with its neighbors obviously change. Now, when two countries of this size, this history, this complexity, this consequence rise broadly in parallel, and obviously they have an interplay with each other, I think the issue is, how do you create stable equilibriums and then transition into the next set of equilibriums, the next phase of equilibriums. And we want, a stable relationship, but we want a relationship where our interests are respected, where our sensitivities are recognized, where it works for both of us. So I think that is really been the challenge in the relationship. And obviously, for us, because of the border, for us, the management of the border, the assumption for the last 40 years has been that there must be peace and tranquility in the border areas if the relationship is to grow. If the border is unstable or is not peaceful or is not tranquil, obviously it will have consequences on the growth and direction of the relationship. There was a certain context for why relations between India and China were disrupted. And the context was what China did along the line of actual control in 2020 and the situation which continued after that. Now, in October 2024, we were able to resolve many of the urgent issues, the pending issues pertaining to that, what we call disengagement of troops who had been deployed up front. So after that, there was a meeting between Prime Minister Modi and President Xi in Kazan, and I myself have met Foreign Minister Wang Yi. Our National Security Advisor and our Foreign Secretary have visited China, and we are discussing with China some steps to see how the relationship can go in a more predictable and stable and positive direction. The resumption of pilgrimage, the direct flights between the two countries, the journalist issues, all these are being discussed. But there are some other issues. For example, we had a mechanism about trans-border rivers. That mechanism had stopped to meet because the relationship was very badly disrupted after 2020. So we're looking at this package. I mean, I think people tasked with that mandate are dealing with each other. It's hard, obviously we would like to see it done sooner rather than later, and then we'll see what happens after.